Pads, Willow Talk in the studio today on your birthday as we release this. Happy birthday.
I tend to forget birthdays. What I am remembering is we've got 1 month to the Ashes
Oh, you
test.
don't care about the fact that it's your anniversary on Earth.
Mate,
You're just
speaking of
celebrating.
anniversaries,
Yeah.
isn't it your anniversary on the 23rd of October?
Yeah, wedding anniversary.
What were you doing 21 years ago right now?
I was an hour away from getting married and I was in the car park at a church in Avalon watching the Cox Plate, listening to the Cox Plate. It was pre-phones, actually. It's that long ago.
Doing?
Nah. I won in life, though, Bradley.
Yes,
21 years later.
Exactly. Silly, but a month. 1 month. I was over in Perth.
Yes.
The excitement's building.
Yeah, it
I
is.
didn't want to come back.
It is.
Actually, I wanted to stay there, get ready for the Ashes campaign. Selection's getting closer.
Yeah, and that's a nice way to start the summer. Have the one days at front end, the one days, it gets everyone going. Unfortunately, the weather didn't play a part, but you in Adelaide for the second one dayer, double dipping again. Bit of KO Triple M.
What do you mean double dip?
Double dip. 2 invoices of the 1 day. Oh, you can do a function for Cricket Australia, aren't we? Little triple dip. That's Mark Howard areas. That is.
Yeah, that's
little triple dip.
Nah, I'm not like that. I'm like giving back to the game. Spread the gospel.
What was the talk of Perth of start of summer internationally?
Internationally from the game. For me, it was a frustrating game. But what I took out of it was where Starkey and Josh Hazlewood were at. Yep. They both looked like they're ready for big summers.
And perfect. They didn't need to overextend themselves. Bowl the full 10,
5-6 overs. Starkey's an interesting one for me. I think he's got better and better over the last 3 years. His consistency has been absolutely world class, and he showed that again. Josh looks like he's in a rhythm, ready to go. He'll build up and he'll be right for that first test. But with all the talk around the skipper, and we're still not sure whether he'll play the first test, it's more unlikely that he doesn't. These two, their preparation becomes vitally important.
We heard from the stand-in skipper, or soon-to-be stand-in skipper again, Steve Smith. He's back.
He's back
from New York.
Seen him yesterday.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he
Done
does.
good?
He looks fresh.
Does he?
He looks ready to go. And
New York autumn has been good for him.
yeah, it's been very good for him. And if he gets the opportunity to captain, his record, he averages above 60. I still think he's tactically our best captain in Australia on the field. Paddy's a great leader, made very good tactically as well, brought this team together for a long period of time. But in the little tactical moments, I think Steve Smith is still our best tactical captain.
So we'll delve into what Steve Smith had to say about a few issues later in Willow Talk. We'll get into the one-dayer a bit more as well. Marnus Labuschagne, he's going to be a guest on the podcast a bit later on. He rolled through his best Test 11 he's ever played with. And as expected, Marnus goes into depth and he might actually select himself, which is fair enough because he just wants to be surrounded by good cricket players. He just wants to be immersed in cricket, Marnus. That's him. He's flying.
He would have picked Steve Smith at captain.
Yeah,
and he wouldn't let anyone else bat near him.
Might have got to mention that too. We'll talk about Shield. There's a bit to wrap up from Shield cricket as well, and our player in focus for our Ashes previews, as you mentioned, had at the top under a month. Jamie Smith. I want your thoughts on the England wicketkeeper.
Yeah, good keeper.
Absolutely. Bit of housekeeping before we really get rolling, because we'll get to the sad news from India in a moment, or it's just tempered the joy that's coming out of the Women's World Cup, but we'll get to that in a moment. Housekeeping, we asked for your best umpiring stories, and we said let's give away some Kookaburra padded gloves that Hills brought in, and a beanie as well for when winter rolls round. Thanks for everyone to send the stories in. Chris Moore was the winner. School cricket, mid-arvo, all of a sudden giggling and laughing came from the mums on the sideline. Some bloke who was built like Tarzan was running across the oval fully nude. He stole the bails off the stumps and ran off. The umpire chased him down and tried to retrieve the bails. He got him eventually, and 15 minutes later, the next ball was bowled. That is taking umpiring and control of the game to a new level.
The worrying thing about that story, Chris Moore, this wasn't 21 years ago. Chris Moore wasn't in your wedding party. This wasn't your Bucks party, was it?
No, it was not. It was not. The Bucks party involved Merriweather, a netball uniform, and a fire extinguisher. But we'll leave it there.
We're going to leave that there.
Yeah, we're going to leave that right there. We also never announced the best Test cricket facts winner from a few months ago. There was a magnificent book brought out by Tim Wigmore. It's still out as well. It's The History of Test Cricket. It's fantastic. It is a Bible, so get across it. And congrats to Litchi and John Gareth Mazzatelli for your facts. The books are on the way. Chuck us a follow on social media at Willow Talk Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. All of the best bits from Ravi Shastri and Kevin Peterson's episodes, which are flying, are up there. The full episodes are there, available as well. And YouTube has now been called, we've got it to ourselves. It's YouTube, Willow Talk YouTube's page. So it's all Willow Talk right there. What's wrong?
Fire extinguisher and a netball skirt.
Yeah, uniform.
They weren't the hugging types back then. It would have just been a bib and a short skirt.
No, it was the lycra with a skirt.
Was it a cold day?
The fire extinguisher was later. No, it wasn't. It was October. It was 2 weeks before the wedding, but I made it back for the wedding. That's the main thing. Fire extinguishers.
Might have to do an
people
extra
on box
show to
parties.
get into this.
Yeah, that might be one for a possible live show.
Congratulations, all our winners.
Yeah, exactly. Congratulations to all the winners. Women's World Cup, Alyssa Healy pinged a calf. Not badly.
Yeah.
We've heard from the captain. She's aiming to be right for the semi. But what does something like that do to you when you're on a heater? Like you've been at this stage in your career where you go out there, she's gone back-to-back tons. She's looking in fantastic nick. What does it do?
Oh, someone like Heel's not much. It won't break her rhythm of the game. She's an experienced campaigner. She, as you said, she's on a heater at the moment. And if it is just a little twinge and she's right for the semi-final, well, to freshen her up is not a bad thing. She's had an extended run out of the game. The conditions over in India can be hard work with the gloves and opening the batting. She's spending most of the time out the game. She hasn't got an opportunity to have a break. So if that's the case, it's only minor. She'll come back fresh. Body will be fresh, clear mind for the semi and look out.
We're recording this before Australia play England, but we'll keep you updated with that. But just on Heels about how she's batting, your thoughts on how she's going about it?
Well, just typical Heels. I think in the modern game, she's one of the best big game players we've ever seen. We've seen it in World Cup finals. We've seen it in semi-finals time and time again. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's delivering on the big stage. And these are the tournaments, you can even listen in a voice when she's in here or talking off air. These are the tournaments now that she gets ready for. And to me, this is just what she does. She enjoys the competition of tournament play. She loves big events. And I don't think this is the last 100 in the tournament.
Calf strains? No much?
I'm 48 years of age today. I try to run around on a touch field with my kids.
Yeah? Ping?
Yep.
See you later?
Yep. I've done them both at the same time.
That's hard to do.
No, when I went to dump the ball. Yeah. And my right calf went, and when I went to correct my step so I didn't blow it all off, my other one went.
You would have walked off like the Tin Man.
Get up, Dad, get up. Hurry up, play the ball. That's the sympathy I got.
So I won't ask for what grade of calf strain there is, but I believe in Australian cricket, knowing that the Australian men's team in Perth and probably in Adelaide this week, they've all taken the golf clubs.
Yeah.
A few of the women, I dare say, have got out to have a hit as well. I think in Australian cricket, we need to do away with grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. There's a new grading system. Mm-hmm. Grade 1, minor 1 is you can still walk and play golf.
Yep.
Grade 2 is you can still play golf but in a cart.
Yep.
And grade 3, the really serious stuff, no golf. So Pat Cummins, no golf.
Simulator.
The sim's a grade 4. If you can't do the sim, then it's catastrophic. It's a 6-monther. So Cam Green at the moment, he can't even get into a cart, I don't reckon. He's a no golf. Pat Cummins, he's definite no golf. No sim, he's a grade 4 at least. Glenn Maxwell, he's a no golf. I mean, obviously he's He's played cart golf before, but we'll not go there. But Heels, I'm led to believe this is a cart golf grading.
So she can play golf.
She's not that far off, so she'll be right for the semi, hopefully.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I bumped into a guy that plays golf with you. Physio.
Here we go. I know what's going. Yes.
He said,
yeah,
playing golf with Adam Peacock, you need a helmet. And I thought, maybe give benefit of the doubt. You've got magpies.
You've got a big bottle of mayo out for this one, haven't you?
Maybe
you're just going all
there's
over it.
magpies down where you play. And I could understand that.
Yeah.
And he said, no, you're a club thrower.
On occasions, I feel that the best way to get the club back to its bag is to just transport it aerially. On occasions.
Okay.
Yes. Generally speaking, when the ball hasn't gone where I wanted it to go.
So on occasions, have you left your bag in the water?
No. Never happened.
Your club's gone that way now and then?
No. Never thrown a club in the water. Just at my bag.
Well, you're a bad shot, by what I'm understanding.
Exactly.
They reckon you're dangerous. You've got a temper.
Yeah, it's lurking there.
I've never seen it. Is that when the tequila comes in?
No, that's the other way. That makes me happy. I will say that competitiveness is a trait that you're well aware of.
I don't have it in me anymore.
Bullshit. Bullshit. And I'm cut of a similar cloth, Bradley. I just didn't have the talent that you had. So,
but you definitely have the fire by the sounds of it.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
Your mate said it went over his head.
He's not my mate anymore.
He said it went over his head in the bunker.
Again, Bradley, you've gone down the aisle.
I'm only what I
heard. In Woolworths, and you've selected not only one bottle of mayo, but you've got two or three, and I think you've got the big bottle. Tell me the truth then.
Huh? Tell me the truth.
I do, on occasions, when I'm frustrated with myself, just give the little club a little lob wedge, I'll call it, back to the bag.
Have you ever injured anyone?
No. Not with a club. With a ball. With an errant shot. Anyway, this is a cricket podcast, not a Adam Gets Angry at Golf podcast. Yes, we wish Heels all the best. Yep. Good vibes her way to get ready for that semi-final. By the way, India are in all sorts of bother if they lose to New Zealand.
Yeah, and they could easily.
That's a big surprise,
Mate, isn't it? It's a lot of pressure in a home World Cup. I remember the most pressure in 2015 that we felt was the first game against England.
Yeah.
Because if you win that, you sort of know you've got an easy passage into the finals and semi-finals. If you lose that, you're playing behind the game, and it's one slip up, and then you miss the semi-final stage, your home World Cup. And I just imagine that India, their home World Cup, and you've heard the men's team talk about when they won over there in 2011, that the pressure that they were under to get into the final. Sometimes teams don't respond that well to that.
It doesn't look like India have responded too well so far, but they could go out and do a number on New Zealand, who have been a bit inconsistent this particular tournament. But of course, it wasn't that long ago that the New Zealand women lifted a trophy on the world stage. So we'll wait and see what happens.
So does that mean if they do get through now, they won't go the top? We'll meet India in a semi rather than the final?
Yes, it's 1-4, 2-3. So it depends if we finish top. I mean, we've got England and South Africa to come in the pool, and South Africa at the moment, after playing one game more than us, as we record right here, are on top. South Africa have been very good as well. So, we'll wait and see exactly what happens. Just back to the one day with the men on Sunday. How India performed, a take on them. Was it? I mean, they've had 5 minutes off since their tests against the West Indies.
Yeah, they're a different squad. They had a short prep, but that's a modern game, so that's nothing new. It was hard to get a real gauge on where they're at because of the weather and the stop-start nature of the game. Australia did really well with the ball to get rid of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli.
Yep.
The way they did and the style that they got rid of Kohli was impressive with all their planning and the way that they got him out. But it was hard to get a real gauge on where any team was at. Mitch Marsh continued his good form. He looks very relaxed with the captaincy to his name. But, yeah, it was hard to get a gauge on.
Didn't look too relaxed when he started cramping, though.
Oh, what about the pickle juice?
Was that the pickle juice or the actual...
I think it was the gel.
The gel.
Yeah. I've never had the pickle juice.
That's fine.
Have you had it?
Yeah, I drink it all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, it's good.
What, for cramps?
Yeah.
Or just for in general?
No, it's actually after a run, I do it so I don't cramp later. Because generally speaking, I go for a run, come home, and then lie on the couch for half an hour, and then I get up and it's like I've been like sniped by someone. It's like I just man down in the lounge room, so I try and get ahead of it.
And with your anger issues, you cancel it.
I know. Kick the television and like
Throw the golf club. Anyway,
run through the window. Yeah, just how Australia went about it as well. Some of these white ball players. Look, Mitch Marsh has been floated as a possibility when we're like searching for answers with the test team.
Did you hear his answer?
Yeah, I've got tickets to day one. I've got tickets to day two. He's looking forward to having a beer with his brother by the sounds of it. But he's surely not an option. His body won't hold up for bowling, and he's not in the best six batters at the moment for the red ball side of the game.
I think that one of the reasons we're seeing Mitch play so well is he's content with his decisions on where his cricket's at. I think he's been able to concentrate on the white ball game. I think he's actually really enjoying the captaincy. To me, it looks like he's enjoying leading the team, and his batting's shown that. The one thing I actually did take out of the game is it's a series of opportunity for the Australians. This is where we start our World Cup cycle. So you've got guys like Matt Short who've been successful in franchise cricket all around the world, in domestic cricket. No Steve Smith, no Maxwell. Now it's an opportunity for them to own the position. Matty Renshaw and Mitch Owen had their opportunities to debut. Mitch Owen's a different story into the one-day team. We've only really seen him play a lot of 2020 cricket, and he's come into this team now. We're looking for a finisher with power. He fits that bill, so he's got an opportunity in the next year or so to cement that spot. So it's an opportunity for guys to step up and own a spot in the one-day team going forward to the World Cup.
Well, as mentioned today, as we release this podcast, it's Adelaide for the second one-dayer, Sydney for the third one-dayer on Saturday, so quick turnaround for the second one. There's some T20s after that. Of course, you can listen to Hads on Triple M, on Fox, or if you have tickets to any of the functions at the grounds as he triple dips.
That's not true. Both games are sold out.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
What was it like when Kohli got out the other day?
Quiet.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, I tell you, you know how you're always learning something, and when it normally rains, the crowd goes home. So the more rain we got, the bigger the crowd got.
Really?
Yep. It started at like 38,000. Then we had the rain delays. I don't know whether grade cricket got caught off, but it ended up at 42 or 41,000.
Yeah.
You could see people coming in.
Yeah.
And it'll be interesting in the Sydney game. I reckon the SCG sold out.
90% India?
Yeah. It'll be hard to see a gold jersey.
Yeah. That'd be good. Great atmosphere.
And go see two greats last time you see them.
Steve Smith, speaking of greats, addressed the media in Sydney this week, and he goes whether or not he's being the captain, where he averages 68.98 as opposed to 49.9 as captain. So it agrees with him. We always talk of leaders if the captaincy agrees with their actual play, and it does with Stephen Smith. It's interesting how the brain works, I suppose, Smith said when asked whether he's aware of how the captaincy makes a difference. I feel like I kind of go to another level and try and set a standard, which is what all great leaders do, correct?
They do, and I think it'll be smoothless.
It'll be smooth. Seamless and smooth.
Oh, sorry.
Not smoothless.
Smoothless.
Smoothless is hairy.
You got that wrong.
Hey, yeah. Throwing shade at me for throwing clubs.
Yeah, I've drunk that tequila of yours. But I think the way Paddy's led the team allows Steve Smith just to come in and just take over, be his own person. Paddy's put a really solid stance on his leadership in this group, the way he wants them to play. So the one thing that's been good is Smith comes in, does his bit, and when Paddy comes back, it's business as usual there. But he does enjoy the leadership. He does get engaged more in the game. He thinks a lot about the game naturally, and I think that's why captaincy suits him. He's able to control where he wants to field. He enjoys talking to the bowlers. He enjoys the strategic meetings around how they're going to win the game. So, yeah, great opportunity.
So you were out at Silverwater. Is that where you the
Bumped
Cricket
into him,
Central? Yeah.
He looked fresh. He looked ready to go.
Having a quiet beer by himself in New York, prepping for the Ashes. That's how Steve Smith preps. Didn't see Pat out there by any chance having a bowl.
No,
not there.
I was looking, but the one thing is, Smitty was in a real good spot. He bounced out of training, and he's ready to go. And the one thing,
you okay with that? That he kind of lobs a little bit late, might play a bit of shield.
Well, Steve Smith can do what he wants, and the one thing he's spoken about
to an extent, it's not like rocking up the day before the first test.
Well, if it's good enough, if he's got to do with the preparation, but the one thing he's learnt through his career at the back end of long test series, he's been exhausted, but that comes from what he's done in the lead up. Like traditionally, he'll play all 4 Shield games. You'll get a couple of hundreds. You'll be out there for long periods of time, and that's great. But at the back end of a long, stressful summer, his performances have gone downhill because he's been exhausted.
Well, you've been involved in the coaching setup with Australia. Yeah. Did you ever think to yourself, and this was when Justin Langworth was coach, and he's a guy that really went for it in terms of preparation. But did you look at Steve Smith and go, geez, mate, maybe pull the handbrake up a little bit here?
Yeah, and the one thing he does really well is he gets him in a big series, he gets himself into his bubble, and when he's in there, that's his comfortable place. Yeah. And wow, we've seen the results for long periods of time. So this is just Steve Smith growing.
Marnus is in a bubble of epic batting.
Yeah,
that's not really a bubble that exists, but I've just made it up. But wow, this is unreal.
Yeah, you know what I noticed about Marnus's batting? You know, over recent time, he's been very animated at the crease.
Yeah.
The way he leaves the ball.
Yelling out no run before he's hit it.
To me, I didn't see that in the Shield stuff.
Yeah.
What I seen is a batter in total control. And the best thing about it, and this might sound very silly, he hit the ball where the ball was meant to go.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is he wasn't overcomplicating the game. If the ball was full out off stump, he hit the ball through the covers. If it was short and wide, he'd get behind it. He didn't have his mind clouded.
Yeah.
He was just playing the game in front of him. And my word, he looked good. And Steve Smith said, he sent him a message and said, mate, I'm proud of you, what you've done. And the reason why is he wasn't in the test team. And now he's put that conversation to bed and he's straight in. Yep, Steve Smith, Marnus is there.
3 or open?
I can't answer that. And the reason I can't answer that is it all depends on Cameron Green's fitness.
So if Cameron Green's fit, he probably goes to 6.
Fit to bowl.
Yeah. Fit to bat, Green plays at 3, Marnus opens.
Well, there's
this
different
is the common thought.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, reading all those articles in the last couple of days with Jake Weatherall plonked in is if Green can't bowl, Jake gets squeezed out. If he can, maybe he goes to the top of the order. Yeah. That felt like there was a bit of info being kind of just thrown off the back of the boat, if you know what I mean, by those insiders. Weatherall is a guy that can score at a rate, and we spoke to him on Willow Talk. Go and have a listen to his story. It's a great story. He's a top guy. It's on Willow Talk a couple of months ago.
Yeah, one thing in Jake's favour is the style of game that he plays. We'll never replace David Warner, the same as you'll never replace Matthew Hayden. But what the one thing they both do, they put pressure back on the opposition bowlers in their own way. And that's one thing Jake's done in state cricket and on some difficult wickets. Tassie's not an easy place to bat. He can be hard. He got 900 runs last year. But what I like about his game is he puts pressure back on the opposition. And as a captain, if you've got a player like that batting and he gets a couple away, all of a sudden you take a slip out, I've got to put a deep point, deep backward square. That opens it up. And then you don't notice your partner. And then Uzi's game becomes a lot easier where he occupies the crease for a long period of time, goes about his work without getting noticed. And we've seen how good his record is when he's got someone like that at the other end.
Three results in the 3 Shield games as well. These wickets have got a little bit in them, which would be interesting for when the Ashes lobs on a couple of them. Amazing game in Tassie. Tassie win by 3 runs. WA somehow conspired to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. But it was good to see some individual performances as well. So Jason Sangler, a couple of 50s. Mitch Swepson got a 10-wicket haul for Queensland. They got it done by 7 wickets against the defending champions as well. And Scotty Boland bowling well. Yep. Fergus O'Neill and his Prada Sunnies. Yep. Backing up the look with performance, which is important. It's great to look great, but it's always good to actually perform as well. So Ferg putting his name in the frame for, if not now, the future.
Well, Fergus O'Neill's someone, if conditions suit, would be hard work. Like if you get an injury and there's a pink ball test or even the first test in Perth, he bowls the conditions very well. He's experienced a lot now from the England summer. I think he's improved going over there. He's got his length right. He's a clever bowler. He's not as quick as the bowlers you would typically pick for Australia on our surfaces, but he could come into calculations depending on the surface.
Yeah, because the surfaces last summer, as we keep on going back to, they were doing something. I don't know if people in England who are now going into their winter and their summer has been, they're thinking, oh, we're just going to get dry, bouncy decks in Australia, or just bouncy decks in Australia that are going to be true. It wasn't quite the case last summer. One player, I don't know if he was there in Perth around the place, or maybe he was off watching his Coventry City, that everyone has forgotten about because he's got a little calf strain. It's Josh Inglis. Does he fit into any of this at all? Or because he's off the radar at the moment, you can't throw him in? Because he
got 100 in his test debut.
That's what I mean.
I just think that what's gone against him is he hasn't played. You would have liked to see him play the first couple of Shield games. He missed the white ball series because of this calf. And, you want guys like Josh back as quick as you can. You've seen his talent. And he's someone whose name could come up through the summer. I actually think he can bat anyway in the order. He can bat up the top. But he could also play a role in a test match at number 6. And coming in the way he plays.
Or 7 and swap with Carey.
Yeah.
And go ballistic with the tail.
Yeah. So, but you just need him back. He's high quality. You just want him back playing to he'll put numbers up, but yeah.
Yeah, he got that century in Sri Lanka, obviously. But how does his form, you've watched a lot of him play in Australian conditions, how does his style of game suit our conditions?
Mate, I think, his numbers in first-class cricket are high class. He gets big hundreds. He gets big hundreds quick. Yeah, he just needs to get back. Once he gets back and he's fit, all of a sudden his name will be talked about again.
Quick drinks break. Back with Marnus Best 11. Also, we'll talk a little bit about the English and Jamie Smith in particular, their wicketkeeper. And Bradley Haddin has the right of reply on something that came up with Steve Finn, Stuart Broad and Josh Butler.
I had the right of reply.
You do, Bradley. You do.
What are you going to show me?
Yeah, you'll see. Back in a sec. Marnus Labuschagne, welcome to Willow Talk Best 11. You ready for this?
I'm ready. I feel this is like my wheelhouse, this. A few stipulations I think we need before I can pick this, though, is where's this game played? Because I think there's impact. There's impact on selection.
We're such giving people here at Willow Talk. It's wherever you want it to be.
No. We can't. We need to. Is this a fixture in Australia?
It's at the Gabba. Okay? Because you love the Gabba.
Which Gabba? Oh, yeah.
Which Gabba?
Which Gabba we go? Are we talking early 2000s like motorways, or are we talking...
Tomorrow.
Nippers. Oh, okay, so snake pits. Right, okay.
The microphone, Marnus.
Sorry. I mean,
Openness.
I think at 1 I'm going to definitely go with David Warner at 1.
Would he, before the test, and you uncover the wicket and know what you're going to get with the wicket, saying it's a modern day Gabba, would he go far out, or would he be Davey, the type of guy to go, can't wait for this?
No, I think
bring it on.
Like prime David Warner was something different. Like, and I mean, like I've watched series where I'm watching David Warner like play against South Africa, and I'm like, this is out of this world, like outrageous. So I think that's probably the part. Like, I'm probably going to pick my 11 on their peak.
Yeah.
Like maybe not, and that might not be in the time that I've played with them, but like David Warner in his peak was all time.
What was the most amazing thing you saw him do when you were actually playing with him?
I mean, like, we had that real big partnership at Adelaide.
Mm-hmm.
He got 300 and I got 160 or something. But I mean, that's pretty amazing. I think our record together, batting together, is very, very good. I think he's the best out of anyone that I've played with. And I think he brought the best out in me because the characteristics of how he played and what he did really resonated with me, and we ran between the wickets really well.
Not a lot of loafing between you two.
No, like hard calling, a bit obnoxious out there, both calling loud, trying to annoy the opposition. So it was like a real good match. I really enjoyed batting with him. So Warner's in.
Warner. Opening with him?
Just going down this list here. I mean, it's going to have to be his partner in crime, Usman Khawaja.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think I've played with too many other openers, apart from obviously young Sam Konstas. Will Bukowski actually played one game. And then, I mean, I think Uzi and Warner, the modern day, they've been great. And also, it's probably the opposite. I've actually really enjoyed batting with Uzi because of his calmness and what he brings.
Was he zen-like out there in between overs?
I think, we're both quite relaxed when we're batting and talking and just being in the moment out there. And we've batted a lot together, right? We've played, state cricket together for 10 years and played, for Australia together for 5 years, 6 years. So it's been a nice journey for us there. So, yep, Khawaja at 2.
Yep. Now you are allowed.
No, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be that guy. Although, I mean, there's not many other number 3s in here. Why don't we just skip 3 for now, eh? And we'll go to Smith.
Yes.
At 4.
Yep. Picks himself.
Yeah, I mean, what do I need to say? I mean, if this is a best team ever, he's probably locked.
You played with or against. Yeah, he's in there.
I mean, if this is like not just if this was everyone's list, I think Smith makes 4. Pretty. I mean, that's self-explanatory. And once again, like my list here, I don't have there's not many. Like it's Travis Head. It's just the team we've got now.
You wouldn't chuck him up to 3?
No.
Because he wouldn't like it.
No, I don't think he would. Like it's just not where he needs to be.
Yeah,
he needs to be a 5. That's where he does his damage. 5. Now my 6th spot. That's probably the one where I've got a bit of option. I've got Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
I've got obviously Cameron Green. I've got Bo Webster.
Mm-hmm.
I've got what are my other options here?
I think this is confusing the matter by having this list.
Did I play with Shaw?
Mate, that list is not lying. If the name you're about to say Shaun Marsh?
No. Sorry, I remember playing with Shaun Marsh, but I was saying, can I slide Shaun Marsh in there at 6?
You can do what you want. It's your team, mate.
But yeah, I mean, it is my team. But I mean, it goes back to that point. Like I played 3 games with Shaun Marsh at the back end of his career. Talking peak Shaun Marsh.
You're trying to win a game of cricket. Pick who you reckon is going to win this game of cricket for you at the Gabba.
I'm going to go with Cameron Green.
Okay.
Real.
Well, he's a 3, by the way.
He does bat a 3. But I think. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. Look, it just is what it is. I think.
I didn't want to bring it up.
That's fair. It's fair. He's played most of his career at 6.
Yeah.
And 5 and 6, and a little bit at 4.
He can go to 6. 3. Yeah.
He's going 6 because I got him bowling.
Yeah,
got him bowling. Workload's up.
Big bowling load. Bowling 142 average.
And then I'm going with
just back to Travis quickly. I mean, what's it like out in the middle? You said you're relaxed, but you like different characters off the field, but do you combine really well out there, left, right? You like to push things along. He likes to do it by just cracking it to the boundary. You like batting with him?
Yeah, I think once again, I don't know the exact numbers, and you guys might be able to look them up. But yeah, I think Travis and I have also got a pretty good record together, and it's that same thing. It's that he brings that positive nature out in me as well, and I think it becomes a great combination of us gelling together. That you sort of probably the pinnacle innings people remember is that World Cup final. That we both understood our roles and what we had to do, and as long as I'm at the crease, he can take all the risk he has, and as long as he's at the crease, I can play a low risk game because the run rate's going down the other end. And then obviously when that shifts, then that's when the partnership shifts, and someone new comes in, he might have to rein it in, or the opposite, where I might need to take a few more risks to then up the ante. So
could you, in that partnership, and obviously huge moment, huge crowd, huge expectation on the home side, could you feel the trepidation creeping in from over the fence, from out there in the field, or you don't think that way because you never know when one ball's got your name on it? You never get ahead of yourself, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you certainly could see the moment shift as that partnership built. But I mean, when you get in there, it's like, okay, well, like not much talk out there. I'm like, okay, well, I know what I've got to do here. It's like we're chasing 130 or 140. I don't even remember what the exact score was, but I'm like, I know the scenario here. It's don't get out. It's pretty much first and foremost the first objective. You don't need to do anything more than that to start, and then you build a partnership, and we're going to get 200, no shadow of a doubt. Once this creeps up. So I think it was a pretty simple plan. Like, I played my method, he played his method, and we end up just getting there.
Worked beautifully.
Yeah.
So 6 green, 7?
6 green, 7 carry. For me, great with a bat, especially the last sort of 18 months. Just stepped up in a new level. That more aggressive nature has been amazing.
Bowlers probably pick themselves, don't they? I'm getting ahead of myself here, but
I mean, it's real. I mean, what am I going to argue with there? Like, Cummins, Stark. The only one that's really making a play there is Boland, but like, you just, I want him in. But it's,
we could shuffle everyone up one, and because it's where you are, you back your batting.
So you're saying
fit in
Smith
Scotty.
3. Yeah, but you don't want to, like, the thing is, well, you don't need more bowling. Yeah, it's nice because, Scott's obviously great, but like, you don't need 4 quicks, a spinner, and an all-rounder. That's heaps. You're over-clubbing on bowling there, because especially if
bowl the opposition out for 50.
Yeah, but then you got a bat, and you're going into a game with Pat Cummins at 7.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but it's a hint nosebleedy. He is 7.
Righto then. Who's at 3? Fill that gap. And don't forget, you can go a guy that you played 3 games with.
Yeah, so you're saying Sean Marsh. Come on, you can just say it.
You're relying on his peak. You said it before. You said, I can pick someone at their peak, but they might not have been at their peak, with all due respect to someone like Sean, when you played with them. It's a tough one, but I feel in the room there's just this vibe that Marnus
I want to pick myself.
Marnus is considering picking himself in this team, and I'm okay with this.
I mean, I'm okay with it too, but I just feel
what's
like...
the problem then?
Yeah.
Other people might not be okay with it and remind you of it.
No, I'm happy. I'm picking myself at 3. That's fine.
Do it.
Go. No, I'm in.
You be you, Marnus.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair enough. It's your list. You should be in your own list.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get criticised, so be it. But I'm backing myself in there. I mean, I've played the most with myself, so
no comment.
That's an interesting thing to say, isn't it?
Who's your captain? Pat.
So I'm just thinking my 12th man here.
Yeah.
Can I bring in?
You can do what you want.
Yeah,
whatever
but
you
no,
want
but I'm
with
going to go
12
outside
man.
of the realms here.
Yeah. Well, there is no realm.
Yeah, well, there is because you've given me this list.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But I'm going to bring in Andy Bickle off the bench.
Oh, Andy Bickle.
Andy Bickle, I just saw him down there.
He's 55 years old.
Yeah, but he's creating ambience. And I want Atmos. I want Atmos. I want stories. I want, that relaxed vibe. And I'm going with Andy Bickle at 12.
Jeez, what a shock. A Queenslander picks a Queenslander for vibes.
I mean, he's probably the greatest number 12 of all time.
Good fielder. He'll run around on the boundary for you all day long.
He's just ticker. It's hard. If you think Bickle, you think Origin, don't you?
Oh, here we go.
You think Origin.
Oh, Queenslanders being Queenslanders.
You think Munster. You think Game 3. You think short ball through the gap and it's all over. Red
Tell you what
Rover.
I'm thinking right now. It's shut up, Marnus.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's right. You won't be there. You won't be the only one. There's been many people that thought that.
Happy for you. So, Bickle at 12th.
Yeah.
I like that. So,
it's just a bit like, I could give you the, Scott Bond at 12. Great. But I think I want energy.
Yep.
And I know that my players aren't going to get injured.
Yeah.
This is the constraints that I've created for this game. So injury's not an issue. Concussion sub's not an issue.
Yeah. We think.
Yeah, we think. But if a concussion sub for gotten serious, the rules are now you have to have name 3.
Yeah.
For each position. So I don't. It's just too complicated.
No, our 12th, the Will I Talk 12th man is not about concussion subs.
It's
about
big
vibes. Captain.
Well, I've got 2 options, don't I? Smith or Cummins. Everyone's going to pick Cummins, so I'll go Smudge.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. And it won't be a surprise. People go, oh, well, shock, Marnus has gone with Smudge. Best mates, holding hands. But you know what? So be it. Might as well keep the spraying coming. I'm in at 3 and Smudge a skipper.
Are you really best buds? Everyone makes that assumption because you go about your cricket intensely, but
Yeah, we're close. Yeah, we're good mates.
What's the weirdest conversation you've had about the intricacies of cricket with him?
Oh, the weirdest
because I remember 12 months ago we were talking about you measuring your bat to the gram.
Yeah, the weirdest...
Does it get that intricate with you guys? Does it get that...
we've had some conversation around, bat length.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's getting his bat sawed by the groundsman, a few hours before the game starts.
Right. It's a new one.
There would be some weird conversations. We would have had some, some weird conversations about grips. We felt like we would have had some interesting conversations around, just technique in general.
Yeah.
Certain philosophies of the game.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
One last one for you with this 11. Who's at short leg? You? For the energy? Or Travis? Because he hates doing it.
Travis. That's my team. Travis in there.
Where are you going? Cover?
Yeah, wide mid-off.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do the running, right? Chase the balls.
Yeah.
Bit of energy there. I think that helps. It helps the team. A bit of energy there. No, they can't just drop and run.
Well, actually,
soft singles.
I've got to inform you as well. This summer, Willow Talk is running a kind of an eye over who does the most in the field, and we're going to call it the Emperor of Energy at the end of summer. So you're in contention. You're one of the favourite options at the start.
You might as well just give it to me now. It's not my. If there's an energy in the field, I feel like.
So run saved, backing up techniques. Catches at the difficulty of the catch, all of these things.
Yeah, I like it.
We're going to bring it in.
Just let me know when I need to pick it up.
We're going to bring in a robe for the winner.
A robe?
Well, it's an emperor.
I don't know. Make it a nice one. Like a little... what are you going like Peter Alexander number?
I'm not going to nick one out of the hotel and give it to you, am I? Yeah, we'll go down to Peter Alexander.
I don't know what sort of budget we're on here.
I'm not an expert in robe purchasing, so we'll have to do some research.
A bit of cashmere or something. A cashmere robe.
Righto. Okay. Get you a crown as well. It's on you. You're the favourite, so good luck with it.
Well, thanks.
And thanks for your 11. Thanks, Marnus.
I'm glad you enjoyed being my hybrid hybrid sheet 11 with Andy Bickle making a late appearance at 54 or 55. I think he is.
I don't know. I don't know what he is, but
55. Yeah, a few days ago.
He looks younger than he actually is. So well done on you, mate.
Thank you.
Well done on your team, and good luck this summer.
Thank you.
So there was Marnus, detailed as always. Just on best 11. So England cricket fans have voted for a combined Ashes 11 and a BBC column, and this is what they've come up with. Crawley, Duckett, Green, Root, Brooke, Stokes, Jamie Smith, Pat Cummins, Stark, Lyon, Archer. Look at the look on your face.
They're trying to get a bite. Crawley, Duckett, and no Usman.
So no Travis Head.
No
Cam
Steve
Green
Smith.
in there. That was nice of them. We've got one in the top 6. Top 7, I should say. So not one Australian batter in the top 7.
Well, what's Josh Hazlewood done wrong?
I don't know.
I'm picking him every day in my squad over Archer.
I'm probably not picking Pat at the moment.
I'll still pick Pat.
What? No, can't bowl.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Well, no Smith. And they're talking about like Joe Root. He's been, well, we may be talking in 2 years' time that he overtakes Tendulkar.
Yeah.
But Steve Smith's numbers in Australia?
Yeah.
Mate, that doesn't add up.
No.
Crawley, Duckett, Khawaja. Mate, Uzi's got to go there somewhere. Take your pick, which one?
Poor old Ollie Pope. He's the one English batter that doesn't get a run in the eyes of his countrymen and women.
I wonder if Ollie Pope will play the first test.
Yes or no?
No.
Bethel?
Yeah. I heard their head of cricket, Rob Keys, the other day say he's a generational player.
Oh.
It's hard to keep generational players out of your 11.
Especially when the director of cricket is saying that. Jamie Smith. So he's in instead of Alex Carey. They quite obviously haven't forgiven Alex for doing what he did at Lords, which we all agree with. I mean, Ravi Shastri, man on the fence with the view of everything from a non-biased perspective, said, don't walk. No, I'm still laughing about his tale about Larry Gomes coming on 67th over the dancing shoes. Oh, so good. So good. Love Ravi. Have a listen to it if you haven't already. Jamie Smith, how do you rate him?
I rate him highly. I've watched the way he bats. I think he's going to suit Australian conditions. He plays good square of the wicket.
Yeah, I mean, go into detail about that because how can you tell someone who hasn't done it that they probably will adapt?
Quick. Pick up length quick, and it looks like he's got time.
Yeah.
And going back to his selection, I remember a lot of the cricket world who didn't know the game said, what are you doing here?
Well, he kind of came out of nowhere because he played less than 10 first-class games,
Well,
I think.
Folkes was at the same county as
Ben
him.
Folkes, yeah.
Yeah, and he's a high-quality gloveman. He'd been doing everything right for England. He hadn't done anything wrong. And all of a sudden, Jamie Smith comes in. And I remember everyone on the outside going, oh, that's a strange selection. But I didn't hear one cricketer that had played with him say that. Everyone that had played with him said, this is the right selection. This guy is going to be a real superstar of the game. And that's what we're seeing. First tour of Australia, that's one thing. The pressure will be different. Can you handle the theatre of an Ashes campaign? Everything he's done so far.
How's his glove work?
His glove work's been getting better. He's been solid behind the stumps. I haven't seen him miss many chances.
Because Johnny Bairstow was once a pretty good keeper, but he had that serious leg injury and it obviously affected his movement.
Yeah.
Top batter, and you can't compare Bairstow and Smith overall record in Test cricket right now. It's not fair on Jamie Smith. Bairstow's way ahead. But in terms of that by nature improves England out of the last Test series just on the glove work.
Well, you need to keep it and your slips. Everyone behind the wicket taking your catches in Australia. Majority of the balls do get caught behind the wicket.
Yep.
And I think he'll enjoy keeping out here. His technique looks like he'll enjoy the bounce, waist high, the ball not wobbling. But yeah, he's been a real find. And given England a counter punch with Stokes, when Stokes comes in, he knows he's got someone like Jamie Smith behind him, so he can play with a little bit more freedom. They've really developed a good combination, those two, left-right, counter-attack. So, yeah, first tour of Australia, mate, his test average is near 50, 25 innings. We've got small sample size at the moment, but it's all positive.
Okay, to our last item on the agenda.
Why don't I have this item?
Second last item, I should say. I'll get to something else after we talk about this. This is Steve Finn, pretty likeable guy. He was on the Broady and Butler podcast for the love of cricket through the week, and he's got this story of the Gabba just over a decade ago.
It was a really galvanising moment, if you remember it, at the Gabba at Brisbane. We were walking off at lunch or tea, and Brad Haddin was having a go at you. The lads were niggled by the fact that Haddin had targeted you. It sort of saw it as targeting the 21-year-old.
He's saying things like, you're keck, you're useless, you're rubbish. It's just sledging. It's just how it is. He's trying to get into my mindset. But I told those guys, who I think then told the rest of the team, and yeah, he was basically escorted out to the middle
all the way to the middle. Yeah. Remember, it was amazing, really. It was great. It's what you played for. This one bloke's just walking out to bat, and there's 11 people just hammering him all the way to the crease.
Yeah. So then, Bradley Haddin, this is the power of the media, that you have the right of reply. Has Steve Finn, Stuart Broad, got this story right about you having a little bit of a go at the 21-year-old Steve Finn, and then the English escorting you back out to the middle at the resumption of play?
Steve Finn is 100% correct. And yeah, he was new to Test cricket. And you do your homework on individuals. There's nowhere to hide in international cricket now, especially with franchise cricket. And yeah, we did target Steve Finn in that first Test match. We tried to see if we could get a reaction out of him. He was a young fast bowler. He had good pace. He did have a tendency to lose his radar, and we wanted to get a reaction out of him and see what would happen. On the other side of that, as I said, Steve Finn was 100% correct.
Yes.
And I got escorted to the wicket by 11 players that galvanised everyone.
That's Stuart Broad's accusation.
Collingwood had something to say.
Paul Collingwood?
Yeah, but he's a competitor.
Yeah. Could you understand him? Geordie accent?
No, I understand. Stood Collingwood.
Yep.
And he came back at me, which a senior player would.
Did you enjoy that?
Mate, Kohli was a fighter.
Yeah.
He loved the contest. Swanee, in his way, came past and said, well, this is going to be fun this session. Stuart Broad did not say one word.
Didn't he? Well, he didn't say that he did. He just said that you got the escort.
Well, it galvanised and I got it. That's not true.
Not true?
No.
Who had first pill in the session?
Stuart Broad.
Oh, did he? What happened?
So if it galvanised and fired him up, I pulled him for 4. After that, I did not hear one more word.
No.
And at the whole time, Broad didn't say a word.
What did you
Swan did.
Yeah.
Pryor did. Actually, Matty Pryor had something to say. You expected it. You walked into it. It wasn't something that I was shocked about. They obviously had the breaking and Finn had passed on what was happening.
So you never had the point, and you see it sometimes with certain sports people, that they can dish it, but when it comes back the other way, they hate it. And we were just trying to get a reaction out of Finn.
Yeah. Because he was new to Test cricket. And that's what you do. You put pressure on younger players, see how they respond. He was quick. But to be escorted by 11 players, no.
Can you remember what you were on when you went back out?
No, but
no. Can you remember what you ended up
I know
on?
the first ball he bowled of that session where it galvanised them and they're all together. They followed me out, went for 4.
What'd you end up on?
130. Swan got me. The match was drawn. So Finn's 100% correct.
Yeah.
And 11 players galvanise in a group? No. 3 players said something back and Broad did not say one word.
And both of them combined, Finn and Broad. They're not there for their batting, obviously, but both of them were, I think you were 136 in the end, and their sum total was 136 in arrears of your efforts. So daddles for
That's
both of them.
The banter. It was, but I remember clearly. I remember because Swanee was quite humorous, what he said.
What voice was he doing? Was he doing his own or someone else's?
He just said, "Oh, this is going to be interesting."
Yeah.
And I knew what was coming. Like, it wasn't a shock to me. We were looking for a reaction.
And Matt Pryor was chirping away.
Yeah, but that was good. You expect that. I got what I deserved. Like, it wasn't. I wasn't hiding away from the fact that I didn't say anything. As I said, Finn is 100% correct with what happened. And in the battle of Test cricket or wherever sport you go, if you're not testing the younger player in the team, what are you doing? You just like roll out the carpet. But that's part of playing at that level. It happened to all of us. But on the other side, as I said,
yes,
Stuart Broad didn't say a word.
Well, hopefully after all of this, he wants to say a word to us on Willow Talk. Hopefully we'll get him on and we can promote each other's podcasts and reminisce about the good old days.
The good old days, yeah. He'll have some good stories. Their podcast's good. They're good storytellers.
As we've said,
yeah.
Even if you don't like the content, you'll love Joss Butler's voice. Last thing. I forgot to mention this earlier. It's a little bit of a This is a sundry. This is
Why is my
A1
running
sundry
sheet different to yours?
No, it's not anything bad, Bradley. Calm down. It's the second one-dayer in Bangladesh, between Bangladesh and the West Indies. Did you see that deck?
I did. And did you see there was
rolled mud?
50 overs bowled a spin.
First time ever in a men's one-day international that 50 overs was bowled by a team entirely made up of tweakers, and it was the West Indies as well.
That shocked me. Like, you know, in some of the surfaces that are played in the subcontinent, I was shocked that was the first time it's ever happened.
But what do you do when you have you ever rocked up to a ground? And I've showed you a picture of, and to paint a picture for just the people listening right now, it was the colour of Coca-Cola.
Yep,
and
it was rolled mud.
You looked on it, and it was like tectonic plates everywhere. It was.
As Australians, we've seen many of those wickets, and you just think, well, these left-arm spinners are going to be hard to play.
Just firing it. It was 213, played 213 in the end. Great game of cricket, and West Indies won in a super over. So,
spin in the super over?
West Indies didn't have an option because all their pacemen were just feet up in the dressing room. So, weird game of cricket, but that's what we love, weird games of cricket. That's us, Hads.
My pleasure.
Happy birthday.
Work on your anger management, please.
Thank you. I'll try. Thanks for watching the Willow Talk podcast on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't have to miss an episode wherever you are. And while you're at it, check out these videos up here. They're mostly good.